I have the flying fish out here today. I don't know if you guys follow the Facebook page of ours, but I posted information on this plane recently. In the U.S. warehouse, they had dropped the price all the way to $94.99. Now, in my opinion, that's a steal for this plane. So I hope some of you took advantage of it. I've got the Byme-A Gyro in here still. I have it in safe mode right now for launch because it has been pretty breezy out here this morning. And once we get it in the air, we'll switch into the mode that counteracts wind. All right, launching. And I launched that at 60% throttle. Okay, so now we are in the mode that counteracts wind. I've stated in some of my videos, I think that this is probably the best sub-250g factory plane that I have flown so far. It's just absolutely awesome. So I do hope some of you took advantage of it when it went on sale again. And that Byme-A Gyro works awesome for counteracting wind. Somebody had asked me if it had good power. Yeah, it has awesome power. Now that I've got quite a few flights on it, I think I'm going to be changing my linkages for a little more aggressive setup on it before I bring it back out again. It has a good roll rate. Now, I don't have any of my mechanical linkages on any of these control surface set up for maximum movement. I've got quite a bit of adjustability for increasing my movement on any one of the control surfaces, aileron, elevator, rudder. Let's see what kind of a stall turn we get out of it. It just kind of floats there at the top, doesn't it? This is one of those no drama planes, you know, it's just very well behaved. So I definitely think I'm going to be putting some more rudder in it so it rotates a little bit better on the stall turns. But, I mean, look at the power that has. Is that awesome or is that awesome? Yeah, if you didn't take advantage of that price, you're going to be sad that you didn't. If I would have had the budget for it, I probably would have picked up a spare. Just a great handling plane. Yeah, so I think they did just about everything right on this plane. Look at the power, guys. Is that awesome or is that awesome? I could stand a little better roll rate, so I'm definitely going to be increasing the movement on the ailerons and the rudder. And I think the elevator too. I'd like to have a little more in reserve. that is just effortless, guys. I don't know what else to tell you. I mean, you can see how it's flying. It's an exceptional flying plane. And it's pretty speedy too. I mean, this airframe is very low drag. It really cuts through the wind well. Isn't that awesome? Now the wind has died down a little bit since I had it in the air earlier, but look at the climb. You see that power? Yeah, it has really good power. Now when I first got this plane and I saw those little tiny motors and those 3-blade, 3-inch props, I thought there's no way this plane is going to have much power, but it really surprised me. So well behaved. Isn't that awesome? Alright, I'm starting to get my haptic. I've been landing on this little lane because I had a huge headwind. Alright, I'm going to put it back in the safe mode. I'm going to see if I can land it on the main road this time. I mean, it was pretty stiff. It was pretty stiff earlier, and I had a hard time keeping it over this lane. All right, sweet. Okay, so hopefully that little flight demonstration showed you why I am so impressed with this Eachine flying fish. Sub-250g, guys. And I've got a 3S 950 milliamp hour nano-tech LiPo in it. And I flew that for 6 minutes. I was not easy in the throttle. So let's bring it back over here and check the voltage on it. And you saw how well that little Byme-A gyro works. I mean, wasn't that fantastic? It counteracts wind just awesome, and in safe mode it is awesome. And I love the fact that it has a full manual mode. Okay, so let me see if I can hold this up here so the sun doesn't wash it out. And that LiPo is an old LiPo. When I checked the voltage before I put it in the plane, and it was at 12.45 volts for the pack. Okay, so we've got 11.46, and I flew for 6 minutes. 3.8, 3.85, 3.79. So you can see the cells aren't keeping balanced as well anymore either. And it's about time for me to replace those packs. But 3.8, 3.85, 3.79. Alright, so not only does it have a ton of power, and I was in the throttle quite a bit, you know, during that mixed mode flight, and yet it had that many volts left in this pack. It's nano-tech 950 3S. But you know, so the power system is absolutely awesome for this plane. You get tons of power with it, and you get really good flight time at the same time. So I mean, there's nothing bad that I can say about this plane. I don't have a single complaint about this plane, other than I wish it would have come with optional landing gear. But other than that, you know, I had to fabricate landing gear to it. But that is the only modification that I had to make to this plane. It's awesome. Like I said, I hope you guys took advantage of it when it was below $100, below $95, $94.99, $95 for this plane. I think is a steal. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the air.